True Blood, Season 7, the final season. I just got done watching episode 8 entitled Almost Home. And let's jump right into it because it starts off with Sarah Newland, or Numi. She's sort of fully embraced the fact that she's going to die, or at least she thinks she's going to die, because she goes outside and there is Eric, Pam, and the Japanese Yakuza gang. And she's just like, come at me. I don't want to die, but if I have to die, then I'll die like a messiah. And then Eric goes right up to her, grabs her by the neck, and it looks like he might just snap her neck. But Pam is like, don't kill her. In fact, I'm going to take this gun and shoot myself if you kill her, because she is your last chance to survive, to live. And he, in fact, bit Sarah and drank her blood, took in the cure, and I just loved the moment of him and the veins are going away and he just yells out laughing because he's healed. Fucking A, that was an awesome scene to finally see Eric become healed, get the cure. He's no longer going to die, at least for now. I very much enjoyed that. Later on, when Eric and Pam are talking to the Yakuza, he basically says that he's going to take this cure, take her blood. And yeah, the original plan was to give out the cure and sell it at a high price and cure vampires, but he's a businessman. And he says, I can make a lot more money if I basically water down this product so that vampires have to keep buying this shit over and over again, almost like medicine as opposed to just a flat out cure. What an asshole, but he's doing what he's doing to get more money. So I shouldn't be surprised by that. We see a scene of Sookie and Bill talking, obviously after they had sex from the last episode. I'm not saying that I think they're soulmates. I'm not saying that I think they should be together. I always thought Sam and Sookie would have been a better sort of final resolution couple, but these two do have great chemistry. Obviously, they're married in real life, so seeing them together, it does feel right to a certain extent. And seeing Bill with the veins, just how bad he looks, and it does not look good for him. We see Hoyt and Bridget, his girlfriend, arguing. And Hoyt was kind of being a dick. I mean, I get it. His mom died, and he's just super sensitive, and he's probably not in the right state of mind right now. I just didn't like how not only was he being kind of a dick to her, but then she just ups and says, I want to leave. And Jason gets a text from Violet, pictures of Adeline and Jessica tied up, and so he's about to leave, and Bridget's like, I'm going to go with you, Jason. And Jason's like, no, this is dangerous. And she's like, I don't care. And I'm like, wow. So Bridget now is just going to up and leave to go with Jason to a dangerous situation he's going to. I'm like, why? Why does she want to go with him? I thought they were setting up Hoyt being a dick and Bridget now running off to want to be with Jason, which even later on there was a scene where it looked like Bridget might have feelings or like Jason to a certain extent. But when Jason goes to Violet's house, and her big house, it's so creepy with all of the stuffed animals, and just it's so big and it's just creepy. Everything about Violet is creepy. She like walks behind him. It's like a horror movie. She grabs him, she throws him in the room with Jessica, Adeline, and Holly's son. I can never remember that kid's name. And they're all tied up, and she's going off about how she's gonna kill them. She even got this, was it a dildo that was burnt? And she said she was going to fuck Jessica with it. I was like, okay, I do not want to see that. That's just wrong on all types of levels. I know I've sat through Hostel and Saw, but I can't sit through that. Luckily, Hoyt saves the day. He comes up from behind Violet and shoots her. Kills her. I was surprised by this. I don't know if I was more surprised by how sort of quickly she got taken out, or if I was surprised by the fact that Hoyt was the one that saved the day, because I just was like, wait, wasn't he just arguing with his girlfriend? I mean, I guess he followed them there? I don't know. I don't know how he how else he would have known where they were. But I did like seeing Hoyt be a hero and do something, have like a good heroic moment. I think he needed that. And I kind of do like this new Hoyt, who he's not damaged by Jessica at all, and he seems like he's confident in himself and strong. Obviously, Jessica is getting all these emotions back by just seeing him, and the scenes that they had together, I liked it. It was touching. You could tell that Jessica, that was her first love, and she'll never lose that love for him. I just don't think I like them, or even the idea of them getting back together. Their relationship wasn't all that great. I mean, Jessica did some fucked up shit to Hoyt, and I can't just pretend like, oh, because he doesn't remember any of it, they should be back together. I don't have those feelings or thoughts. Let's remember this. Jessica not only cheated on him, but whenever they got into an argument about something, she would glamour him to forget it. It's just, like, she did some messed up stuff. And then, let's not even mention her and Jason. So, I don't know. I like her with Jason. The scene that they have in his car, they have better chemistry. I'm not saying the circumstances of how they got together was great, but I like those two together. Now, let's go to this side plot of Letty Mae, Lafayette, and the Reverend. Because we saw a quick scene in the last episode where Letty Mae and Lafayette were digging at this person's house, and it was so quick that it was more like a what the fuck is going on? Oh, it's over. And that was weird. Now we see here that they're still digging. The Reverend shows up, and he's trying to calm the situation down because the family's freaked out. James shows up, and he lets them drink his blood. Even the Reverend, I guess, wanting to see what the fuss is all about, he drinks it too, and he finally sees Tara. And Tara basically shows them, I guess, like a family secret, or because you see she was celebrating her birthday, little Sookie, even little Lafayette was there. And you see her father for the first time. And I guess, I never really thought too much about it, but I guess it was like, yeah, what did happen to her father? And I thought it was going to be this big twist of maybe either Letty Mae killed him, because he's clearly this asshole drunk who I don't even know why he was so pissed about her having a birthday party. What, because you forgot or you didn't know when your daughter's birthday was? That's their fault? I was just like, wow, he's really just a dick just to be a dick, huh? So I didn't know if during the argument Letty Mae would kill him, or Tara had the gun and little Tara and she was about to shoot him, but she doesn't. She just buries the gun, and that's what she was digging, the gun. And the father just leaves, and I guess he never came back. It was a little weird. I felt like I thought this was going to be building up to maybe something a little bit bigger. I do like that Tara had her moment of like, alright, now this is me going away in peace. The theories on Letty Mae being the one that killed her, I guess that's not true at all. Because Letty Mae just had guilt over how she raised her as a daughter, and she wanted more forgiveness for that. So she got it, and that was all nice. I just felt like this went by so fast in the episode that, I don't know, I wanted to feel a little bit more with it. Eric goes to visit Sookie, and he basically is just showing her that he's okay now, just to reassure her he's not going anywhere. She tells him that Bill has Hep B now, and I love Eric's reaction to it, where he's shocked, and he legitimately doesn't know what to do. He's like, fuck, because he wants to help Bill, but it's just not possible right now. So he just ups and leaves. I love the fact that he just flew away. And Sookie, being the proactive but dumb girl that she is, which they called her, she went right to Fantasia in the middle of the day, and she definitely could have got herself killed. I don't know how many times Sookie has got herself into situations like this. She hasn't learned. I did love how Eric said he was going to glamour her, and I love Sookie pretending like she was being glamored. She plays the funny, I'm purposely acting dumb right now. She plays that so well that I love that scene. But she read the mind of the lead guy and the accuser that something's in the basement. So she leaves and then turns around, goes in the basement, finds Sarah Newland tied up in the dungeon of hell. And she didn't really get anything out of her, so she read her mind and saw that she's the cure. And at first I thought she was just going to leave Sarah there, and I was like, what? But no, she went back to get Bill, physically bring him back to Fantasia. And again, this is why I like Eric too, because as soon as they left, he was going to give Bill blood. He wasn't going to leave Bill hanging. Eric's not really an asshole. And Bill, I was hoping Bill wouldn't just like evaporate right before he goes to drink her. But before he attempts to drink Sarah Newland's blood, he turns it down and says he doesn't want the blood. And everyone has a shocked look on their face. What the fuck? And the episode ends. And I guess I do understand why, Bill, he hasn't lived the longest out of some of these vampire characters, but he has been through a lot. And I can only imagine living a couple hundred years longer than most humans do. It's like, people, as it is, have crazy shit that they go through, and they just can't deal with it. Imagine being alive for hundreds of years and having so much more pain. Some vampires probably will want to die, and Bill is just in that place right now. Do I think he's going to die? Kind of. But still, I don't know, and that's why I think this is exciting, because I have no idea where they're going to go with this. I did like the episode. I maybe some minor complaints. There's only 2 episodes left. Oh, this is going to be so sad. Goodbye, suck. Anyways, guys, let me know what you thought of this episode, if you saw it. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Later!